Hey everyone, it's Judy here, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons, where in today's video we're back on Sayshell Island, but it's looking a little bit different than usual. So as you can see, I have flattened almost everything on the island. It's very open, there's a lot of space to work with. There's only little remnants left of what it used to be, like the little fountain we used to have here. And the museum's still here though, with like the little botanical garden. The designs though definitely do not match because I changed all of those up, and I might end up, I don't know, I really love the design of this, so I might just move it somewhere, or maybe it'll stay. We'll see where the museum ends up, but I think it's really exciting getting to work with like a fresh canvas like this. So in today's video, we're going to be creating the first area on Sayshell 2.0, which is going to be this overlooking bridge spot. Now, unfortunately, since flattening Sayshell, I haven't had a lot of time to work on it because of school, but while I've been in school, I've also been thinking about what I want for the island, and I thought about all the different aesthetics. Like, you could make a city, or you could make a desert, or you could make a jungle. You know, there's so many choices. And I feel like that's really cool, and especially with the new update items, there's even more creativity than we've ever had before. That being said, I actually want to make my island natural. And by natural, I mean natural. Like, we moved to our island when it was a deserted island, but I want to make it look like a deserted island, but like the 2.0 version of a deserted island. Like a more detailed, cozy version of what the island was when we first landed. Hopefully that makes sense. So for my first build, I just started working on the river mouths. Now, I did not realize that it's easier to terraform river mouths that are like one to the side and one to the bottom. Apparently those maps are a bit nicer to work with. I have a map that has two south-facing rivers, which is not really the most common choice, but I did try to do something to make the river mouth look better, because I realized just yesterday that like it has this weird rectangle that's just like a perfectly straight line right here. And there's nothing I can do to get rid of that, but I can make it look a bit better at the end here. So I made this little waterfall shape with the two streams, a little tree island. I haven't planted anything or decorated yet because I want to just get the terraformed base out first. But now for today, I thought we'd get started on a little build behind here. So what I was thinking is we have the river mouth, the river goes up, and then I want to take the river down a level, because something I always wanted to play around with was the different levels you can create through terraforming. So I thought it would be quite cool if the river actually goes down and we get like a lake, but not at the level, you know, like a lake that goes down below, a sunken waterfall. I saw a couple of these builds on Instagram and I thought they looked really cool, so that's what we're going to be trying to create today. Now, I think it could look quite cool if you actually look down and then there can be like a little lake at the bottom and then another waterfall in the back. But I want to make the cliff the right distance to make sure that there's going to be a good view from this bridge here. So I think I'm just going to have to keep climbing up and seeing if there's a view or not. Right now, I think that we could trim this back a little bit further. I'm actually really happy with this shape. Like, it looks quite natural. I really like it actually. Now we just have to start adding in some water. I was thinking we could do a bigger waterfall here, a smaller waterfall here, and then fill in the bottom of it with water, like a little pond. my goodness. Okay, so I want to create a layered effect through the cliffs, kind of like you're walking through the mountains in the forest. That's my goal, okay? And I just realized that I need this bridge to be a level higher so you can like look down into this water, which means I have to move everything. And this, my friends, is why you do not pay for your bridge until the area where you are placing it in is absolutely done. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, back to the drawing board, friends. Alright, it's a new day, so let's go ahead and continue where we left off. So I actually think I'm going to keep this little bit of cliff here and the little stream, and I'm actually going to build up the cliff along the back of it, like right here. So I am going to leave a little bit of space here. Maybe we can plant some more trees and have some more nature down there as well. The thing with these builds and terraforming, and honestly any art project in general, is sometimes if you do a step and you like the way that it turns out, you're so scared to keep touching it, you know? But you really need to give yourself that like space to experiment, you know? Or else you're never going to get that end result that you're really going for. I think I am going to have to make another level. How far is this? 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that 4? Wait. It's kind of hard to tell with the snow. So I need to go 2 blocks into this lake. Oh no, I am going to have to break it. It's okay though. It shouldn't be too difficult to fix. Did I make it water all the way around there though? Ah. Maybe the second time I build this lake, it's going to turn out even better than the first time. I've been working on this video for a few days now, and something it's made me think of is you need to focus some of your time on the journey and not just the destination. So when I first started this and I thought that I was going to be making it 3 levels, I ultimately decided not to make it 3 levels, and then I decided to make it 3 levels again. But I can pull up the screenshots here. So here's a picture of the river mouth when I thought that I had to make it 3 levels. As you can see, the waterfalls are right on top of each other, just immediately transitioning one to the next. And that was me just rushing because I thought my goal is to make it 3 levels. 3 levels is what's important, focusing on getting it as high as possible so I can continue the rest of the build. But then I destroyed this because I thought that I actually had to make it 2 levels, and I ended up coming up with this design here. And you can see that the water flows much more naturally, and I'm not as rushed to get it to go up to the top of the cliff as fast as possible. But now that I realize I do indeed need it to be 3 levels, I've combined the 3rd level with the more easygoing design at the bottom. So I get this nice loop effect at the mouth of the river, and then when you go up there's a little bit of a stream on the 2nd level as well, and there's like a little break between the build from the 2nd level to the 3rd level. It's not just like immediately layered on top of each other. But I think that really adds to the build. It's just taking it piece by piece, you know, not overwhelming yourself with the end goal, but rather enjoying every bit on the way there. So even though the main thing that I want to do with this build I haven't even started yet and it's been 4 days, I'm really happy with what I have created. And I think that's an important thing in general, is don't rush yourself while you're building. You know, you have plenty of time to enjoy the game, just take things bit by bit and step by step. Well, I guess that's applicable to life as well. Anyways, that thought did get me thinking. My immediate thought was I'm gonna put the bridge right here immediately. But now I kind of want to consider playing with this river shape as well. like maybe making an island in the middle and then go back to a bridge. But actually, if I do build the bridge there, will you be able to see it from the bottom? Because I think that would look really cool. If you're standing here, yeah, I don't know if I take it further back, you probably won't be able to see it anymore. You can just barely see it as it is. What if you take a picture like this? Have to check on all of those photo angles, of course. Oh, then the bridge would just be in that top edge of the screen. Yeah, I guess we should build the bridge along the edge there. In any event, this build has taken on a lot of changes by accident, but I'm really happy with them. Happy accidents. Alright, so I am on winter break now, and I've been playing Animal Crossing all day today working on this build, and I really love the way it's coming out. I feel like it looks really natural, it has a really nice flow to it, so I'm getting super excited about that, but I think we will call it a day very soon. So just for a little overview of what we've done today, we split this waterfall here, added like the little block there. I feel like that gives it, I'm sorry, I did not mean to scare that little bug, but it gives it like a really nice shape. I really like this. I like the way the water bends. And then up here, I really love this shape too, with like this crescent bit of dirt. On the second level, I also really love the shape of the water. I love this little crescent moon shape down here. And like the way that the stream bends, I just feel like it looks really, really nice. And then on the top level, we have this water, which, yes, it looks a bit more straight, but there's going to be a suspension bridge, which is going to be curving down to give it like a little bit more, you know, curvature and break up some of those straight lines. And then, of course, we have the view at the back, which is really my main inspiration for building all of this, was just so that I could do this. But I love it. Look how cool that looks. Like the little pond down there. I added some land bits by the side, so you could also plant some flowers or bushes or other things down there. And then of course you could always do things like putting a block in the water like this, and then put like a little duck on it or something so that there's ducks down there, and you can like throw seeds into the pond for them. And I think that's really, really cute. I like this. I feel like it looks really cool. I'm really excited and proud of the progress we made today, even if it's not like fully complete. And I didn't really add any trees or decorations or anything because I really want to get a firm foundation before I do that, you know? Like I want to terraform and get some shapes I really, really like, and then have a strong base for the design that I put on top of it. But I will say I planted a couple trees so you can see kind of how it would be foresty along the cliffs. Right here, I want to do somewhat of like a reading nook, and whenever you're sitting here reading a book, you'll be able to look out over the ocean over there, or you'll also be able to look at the view here or the river, so I feel like it would be a really great place to read books in the forest. And then of course we're going to have the little suspension bridge here, and on the other side I want to put Eunice's house. So Eunice really, really loves reading, so I figured that this would be a perfect spot for her, and I really hope that she's going to enjoy it. I think I would definitely enjoy living here. But yeah, that is my plan so far. And then for the second level, I'm not planning on building much here, just make it like a bit more woodsy and foresty, like a more wild area. And then right down here in this corner, I was thinking of putting like a little, you know, some people have been making these RVs using simple panels, or not simple panels, like the design codes, and I have one downloaded at the moment. If you display all of these panels, you can get the shape of a camper. And then something I also saw recently is if you put a frozen partition behind them. Now, it would probably be better if you customize this to be yellow so it looks like lights on inside the car. But if you put that right up behind, it actually makes the windows glow at night because the frozen partition is a glowing item, which makes it look like somebody's in the camper right now and they have their lights on at nighttime, which is a really, really cool thing. So I think I'm going to do something like that here, put like a little RV parked here, and then I'll have that lead onto the beach where I'm thinking we'll put like a little bonfire and a little campsite down here right next to the little stream and the forest behind it. So I think that's gonna look really cute. I'm really excited about that. Now, just for one more little update for today's episode, I did just get Olivia to move on to Sayshell, so we do have a new villager, and I think it would be really cool if we check in with her before we end off this episode. So let's see, where is her house? I've been moving all of my houses to the beach for the terraforming, so I'm not actually sure. Oh, okay, so she actually lives on land. She lives where Bunny used to live, in the spring area, which is kind of half destroyed at the moment, but let's go see if we can find her. Honestly, the bike trail would still look nice if the patterns were right. It's always so sad when you change a code and then that just looks so strange. It's like half spring, but then with like ice cutting across. I really like where Olivia's house is actually. I love this foresty bit that I built here. Granted, it looks a bit better when there's not a bunch of half-broken snow bear angels on the ground. Alright, let's check in on her. Now, Olivia was actually my best friend in population growing, and she was my favorite villager until Animal Crossing New Leaf came out, and then, sorry Olivia, my favorite villager became Flurry, but I still love you, And also, I have not been in her house in New Horizons, but it's playing the same music from population growing, and it's making me so happy right now. But the thing that I really loved about Olivia back in the first game is I could go to her house at any time and she would have a cup of tea with me and she would tell me all the gossip about the village. All the gossip about Copper and Booker and if Gracie Grace was in town, and she would tell me what Kiki did last week and Jay was hanging out with Sandy and all the tea. It was great. I loved going to her house and hanging out with her. I felt like she had so much personality and she was just my best friend. And I was super excited because when I invited her to come move to my island in New Horizons and she came, initially when I met her, the very first thing she said to me was, "So we're neighbors now. Let's get together for some tea and gossip, shall we?" I was so happy. Like, that is exactly what we did over a decade ago together. And she still wants to do that together. Like, I'm so happy. It makes my heart happy. So let's go ahead and talk to her again. Do you need me for something? Let's chat. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your furniture, and really that's most important? Is it? I don't know about that one, honestly. I think the Crossing family might be the most important thing to me. I love you guys just a little bit more than I love my couch. A little bit. A lot of it. Why, is there something I can help you with? I want to chat. I've been cleaning and organizing like never before. I tell you, I've been swept up in this decluttering craze. I was tidying up my photos and so many memories came rushing back. You don't say. I wonder how my friends in those pictures are doing now. I hope they haven't forgotten me. Well, if I'm in any of them, I can promise you that I haven't forgotten you. I think it would be really cool to get Kiki on this island as well. I haven't seen her anywhere, but Kiki was another villager who she would hang out with me and Olivia back in population growing, and Peanut as well. I still remember all of my old villagers. The only old villager I had that I didn't like was Vladimir because he was really, really mean, and Ursula for the same reason. Although now that I'm older, I kind of like her for how mean she is. And Vladimir as well, he's just really cranky. But when I was little, I was like, why are they insulting my outfit? Like, I would be sitting in front of the TV, and I remember this one time I got this new skirt, and it was pink with purple and white polka dots on it. And I was so excited about my new skirt, and I was sitting there playing Animal Crossing, and Ursula just came over to me and just completely insulted my sense of fashion, which is actually quite a common dialogue for snooty villagers in the old game. But I just questioned my entire life. I was like, should I not have this skirt? Is this not a pretty skirt? I thought the skirt looked nice. Does it not? But anyways, it's definitely super exciting to have one of my old best friends back on the island. I guess that's all of the updates for Sayshell for now. In the next episode, we will continue finishing our terraforming, build that bridge properly. Actually, you know what? I could probably go to Nook's Cranny and grab that bridge making kit. Let's go do that real quick. Oh, KK's in town. Oh my goodness, look at everybody sitting here in their little hats. Oh, this is so precious. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is the cutest. Oh my goodness, we have Eunice, Molly, Marshall, Apple. Oh my gosh, I love that. But let's go ahead and grab our bridge making kit from Tom Nook here. Hey Tom, so remember that bridge I told you not to build earlier? Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and build that. Yes, let's do it. Alright, so now we can go ahead and get rid of this one block right there. Oh, that is the opposite of getting rid of it. That's expanding it. There we go. And place our bridge. Oh my goodness, I think it fits in here perfectly actually. I am a bit nervous that it's going to be like one block to the left or right, but let's see if this is good, because I feel like that looks nice. Is that centered? I think it is. Wait, there's one block here. Is there one block here? Yes, it's perfect. Alright, well that is where we're going to leave off for today. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Alright, well that is where we're going to leave it off for today. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Remember to stay hydrated and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye everybody!